are a daughter and not a mother. Not yet. And yet, there are invisible things drawing us close, even here. Fall into those molten afternoons, his hands all over your body. Spill towards me. 6. My grandfather was born in Glasgow. He and his brothers and sisters were small and soft beneath the tenement buildings. Their father went to the pub one day and never came back. Their mother died soon afterwards, of a broken heart, people tutted, shaking their heads and supping the tragedy from finger-printed pint glasses. The children were shipped this way and that by strangers and well-meaning relatives. They ended up in an orphanage where priests cupped and kissed them in terrible places. They had an Auntie Kitty who lived in a small fishing port on the west coast of Ireland. She sent for them and they stayed with her and slept in the hay with her animals, warm dung sticking sweetly to their clothes and matting their hair. They walked along the dirt roads to school with bare feet and broke in wild horses while they were light enough to cling to their backs without being thrown off. They raced through long grasses and swam in the rough sea, and learned to light fires by rolling oily twists of newspaper and drying out kindling in the sun. Auntie Kitty rationed the hot water and made anyone who entered the house throw holy sand over their left shoulder to keep away the devil. Her husband was a major in the IRA, and they housed members of Sinn Féin in their attic. In the springtime, she marched around the garden with a pair of scissors, snipping the heads from any flower that dared to bloom orange. "Just off out on me horse," she called as she wheeled her rusty bicycle down the hallway. She was a self-educated woman and taught my grandfather how to write and read constellations in the salty night sky. As my grandfather grew, he worked as a gardener, pruning rhubarb and thatching roofs and occasionally mending leaky plumbing. When he was old enough, he travelled to England on the boat with the rest of the boys, looking for labouring work. He helped to build the Tyne Tunnel, spending his days deep beneath the ocean, installing lights so that strangers could see in the dark. He found himself in Sunderland, among the crashing and clanking of the shipyards. He lived in a boarding house run by a gentlewoman and her sharp and gorgeous daughter. He befriended Tony from Italy, who ate cocaine for breakfast and dreamed of running a cafe, and he shared a room with Harry from Londonderry, who played the spoons and had a crucifix tattooed across his chest. He liked Johnny Cash, horse racing, and Jameson's whiskey. He always wore a suit and carried a packet of fruit polos in his inside pocket. He was at home by the water, with the rust and the metal. 7. I am living in Burtonport, a tiny fishing port in County Donegal, on the west coast of Ireland. In order to get here, you have to travel through the Bluestack Mountains. Time alters as you drive into them. They are brown and reassuring but appear blue in the shifting light, dripping navy and indigo into the valleys. When I was a child, my mother, brother and I spent dusky Augusts in Donegal. We felt safe when we had passed the mountains, cut off from the tumult of our lives at home. As soon as we arrived, my mother turned off her Nokia and put it in the glove compartment of her car. She didn't switch it on until summer was over and we were back on the motorway. As a teenager, I ran from solidity and stasis and shades of brown. I wanted things that flashed and fizzled. Now that I am here, beneath the peat smoke and the penny-coloured skies, brown seems like a safe place. I can crawl into it and swallow fistfuls of soil. 8. When my grandfather died, I called the pub. "I'm really sorry, Deborah, but I can't come in today." "You what, babe?" "I think I need to go away for a bit." "Speak up, will you? Line's breaking up." "I have to go back to Ireland for a funeral. I don't know when I'll be back." "Who is this?" "I'll come in and I'll see you when I'm back in town." I saw a chance and I grasped it. I texted my landlord and told him to keep my deposit. I put my books into boxes and gave all of my clothes away. I took the train north to my mother's house. Then we boarded an aeroplane and hired a car, and now here I am. 9. I am creeping. The future unspooling. I am forming slowly inside you. Barely even an idea. There are so many ways in which you do not know yourself yet, blue-black and heavy like reams of crushed velvet. All the broken objects of our lives are stretched in front of us, gorgeous and unknowable.